Y'all know I've done a couple of product reviews on this channel, right? But it's very rare that I get a product that I'm like, hold on now, right? I'm a little extra excited for. That's what we have today, walk off. In today's video, we will be doing a review on the Smoke Ninja, what? Hold on, the Smoke Pro Ninja. It's written a little weird. Like, I don't know if I should say Smoke Pro Ninja or do I go Smoke Ninja Pro or the Ninja Pro Smoke? It's a handheld smoke machine, okay? Y'all know I do a lot of media day photography. I use the smoke machine all the time. One of my most recent photo shoots, I was using the smoke machine, but I was using it with a black backdrop. And I had to put that smoke machine on a very lowest setting because I did not need that much fog, but I still wanted some fog, and I didn't want to use haze in a can because the haze in a can is not as dense. So first off, we're gonna touch into the unboxing of things. Now, it comes in a very amazing case, which is kind of standard when it comes to photography equipment. It's nice, right? It's nice and spacious, and it has that zipper part at the top that allows for extra accessories, which, speaking on accessories, it does come with a lot to use in different situations. These, if anybody in here has either vaped or have seen the vapes from back in the day when they used to do the vape tricks at like conventions and stuff like that, this is pretty much like very similar to that. To me, I don't vape and I've never held one, but these look very similar to it. Turning it on is very simple, and it does come with 3 different settings, which I don't even know the science behind. I don't need to know, I just know it's cool. Because the dry ice setting and just putting putting it on my counter and just letting it kind of like, it operates just like dry ice. I know, I'm getting excited. Okay, I'm nerding out. I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna slow down, I'm talking fast. I personally would never use the dry ice setting. I don't have a point for it because I don't do like videography. And I don't use the steam setting because they also have that, which is meant for food, right? But these aren't things that are meant for me because we're talking photography. Getting into it, this isn't gonna really be a setup video, but I'll show y'all a little bit on screen of how things are. Adding the tank into the thing is simple. Adding the liquid into the, it's all easy. You know, they gave me 2 different solutions. We have their vanishing formula. We have the regular cloud formula that I have over there. And you just squirt it into there. Filling up this tank does not take that much of the liquid, which is very interesting. And the liquid does not go away fast, right? According to them, you can sit here and hold this button for 18 minutes before that whole tank is gone. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, once again, this is not a tech review channel. We just test out equipment in the real world. We don't care how things really work. We just wanna know that they work and how they can. We're gonna head to the studio and do some test shots. I will see y'all there. I wanted to go ahead and test these kind of in the field in a way, right? I couldn't officially test them the way I wanted to because media day seasons are over. Now, they were so kind to go ahead and send me 2 of them, but I don't want to go ahead and try to convince everybody to go and buy 2 of these. So I want to see how much one is really capable of when it comes to media day photography in specific. I do have this remote, so solo shooting, for my solo shooters out there, this will be perfect. And with all these extra attachments, it will make mounting it pretty easy. Because I am in a more indoor setting, I want to test their new vanishing formula. The formula that's currently in here is their standard, right? We have the cloud formula, and I think that'll be most similar to what I use in the big fog machine. The issue with that is sometimes the fog lingers if there's no air circulation, and it honestly gives that cloudy, milky look to the client. I'm gonna pretty much build the exact setup of what I would usually do for my media day setups indoor, right? I have a prime example here of these are indoor like track photos or softball photos where I wanted to get the black background with the fog. I'm gonna do a very similar vibe. It's just gonna be a white background for now, but I'm gonna make the background really dark. I'm probably gonna move the subject a little further away from the wall. And I'm gonna do one soft light, maybe actually, yeah, one soft light from the right side of the subject, right? And on the left side, we're gonna have an LED constant light. Right, so it doesn't really matter what color. I'm gonna keep it blue for now. And this light will be what lights up the fog. Before we start, I'm gonna go ahead and attach the best attachment that I think would be useful for this. And it may be this one here. And if not, they recommended this attachment off rip, which we'll see. I'm actually curious about this one as well. All right, so this is where we are currently. Right? As I take a picture there, y'all can pretty much see the photos as they're popping up on screen. This is where we are. So we're gonna go ahead and start the fog now. Okay, I can see it here. This would be a lot better with a strobe. This does not speak to the fog. The fog is actually very present, like very, very present. Yeah, the fog is doing great. It's reaching right up to her. It's reaching right up to the back of the subject. There we go. We can see it a lot better now. And truly the pattern of this blue, it almost looks like fire, right? It looks more like a smoke than the fog does. The fog just looks really cloudy. It's dense, it's milky. This, being that it's not coming from a huge machine, I'm gonna assume, it gives off that really nice textured smoke feel a lot sooner than the fog machine does. And I like that, I enjoy that. I feel like it'll create a lot more texture for photos. I'm gonna go ahead and put the nozzle on, the small one that I showed y'all before. Let me just bring it to the camera. This one that they did recommend to me. I'm gonna try that on real quick. Actually, whoa, hold on. Damn, okay, hold on. I see why they wanted me to use that. That's insane, okay. I see why they wanted me to use that one. It produces a lot more of that fog. It spreads it a lot more too, which is, bro, why? If I had a second shooter with me, doing something like this, right? So I'm going here, there, 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 right? So now we get a bunch of that fog behind our subject, right? A whole lot. And although, like I said, you're not gonna be able to tell as much because it's not a super bright blue light behind, you can just tell how much easier of the spread it is that I'm able to do, right? If someone is a second shooter, boom, right? All right, boom, take a picture, click, easy, right? It's always gonna be much simpler that way. It's just like, you know, solo shooter for majority of my shoots. So we're gonna go ahead and test exactly how this will look in front of the subject's face. Like, I just wanna see how fast it dissipates, I guess. Now, I will point out, it isn't completely going away. It's still here, and I know that because my air purifier, it's actually turned red. I don't know if y'all can see that. The light on the front turned red, and it's in its highest setting because it's trying to get rid of all of the smoke. Do keep in mind, I am using this with no windows open. It's a very enclosed space. There's no door open, there's nothing. So, you know, and it still doesn't look foggy on my subject, right? So I'll show you there. Right, there's no milkiness over the subject's face. And that's the point that I wanted to get to, because when I use the big fog machine in a lot of areas, it does get very milky to the point where my photos don't even look clean anymore. And that's a problem. That's not good. So, I still would like to be directional with it on purpose. So we're gonna go about right here. It still kind of goes away like really fast. Like, yeah, that's not a problem at all, wow. All right, so we have a bunch of lingering in front. It's not giving off that milky look. I don't know why. There's a bunch of fog right here. Like, I don't know. And this isn't even the vanishing formula. All right, okay, fine, whatever. It works, bro, it works. I don't know. You can see that there's barely anything gone in terms of how much is in there. I'm just saying this thing lasts a while. So this is green now, or greenish yellow. It tells me the percentage of, I guess, non-clean air is in the thing. It was just at 60, it's now down to 20. It's been about 5 minutes. So the normal formula does not sit and last that long, as you can clearly tell. Back to this though. So we're gonna go ahead and test our vanishing formula. So I'm gonna save y'all some time on that. Me personally, I was not a fan of the vanishing formula. It doesn't feel like it's something that I will use within my arsenal. I just feel like it goes away too fast and doesn't give as much texture as the main one does. And I also feel like the original cloud formula is perfectly fine. Like it's nowhere near as obstructive to your shot as using a big fog machine. It's kind of useless for me, but somebody else may find a purpose for it, just not me. So I'm not even going to show y'all all of that. For my final reviews on this beauty, right? I am very much looking forward to using this when it comes to creative shots for media day season. And I feel like this will test my creativity when it comes to photography. it just wasn't something I was able to do off rip, right? I was a little more focused on just actually getting out in the field and using it in ways of which I already know how to use a fog machine. There we go. Right? Like, is it Smoke Pro Ninja, or is it the Ninja Pro Smoke? This is my only handheld fog machine I've ever had, and it's amazing. Or handheld smoke machine, fog machine, hazer kit, whatever you want to call it. This thing is great. This was not a paid review or anything like that, so I'm not really obligated to say anything but how I truly feel about it. If you feel as though this is something you can use, go ahead and grab it. The link will be in the description down below. I want to give a huge shout out to the people over at PMI Gear for even considering me for this review. It was a pleasure working with y'all, and I hope we can do some more work in the future. And yeah, man, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Check out the link in the description, like I said, and stay creative.